Have you ever heard a whisper on the wind? A story of a place tucked away just waiting to be found? That whisper might just be calling you to Moldova. It is a small country, nestled between Romania and Ukraine. Instead of shouting for attention, it offers a gentle welcome. Moldova is a land of rolling hills, covered in endless green. Sunflowers turn their bright faces to the sky. It is a place where time seems to slow down, just for you. Imagine a country where the main roads are lined with walnut trees. This is Moldova. It is a place where you can escape the hustle and bustle of modern life. The air feels cleaner here. The silence is deeper. Moldova invites you not just to see but to feel, to breathe in its peaceful atmosphere and let its quiet beauty work its magic on your soul. So, let us begin our journey together. We will wander through its ancient vineyards. We will sit in the shade of its quiet villages. We will discover the warmth of its people and the richness of its history. Moldova offers something different. It offers a chance to get lost in the very best way. Come with me, and let's explore the hidden world of Moldova. Moldova is a country shaped like a bunch of grapes. Wine is the lifeblood of this nation, flowing through its history and culture. The connection to winemaking here is ancient, stretching back thousands of years. It is not just an industry, it is a passion, a source of immense national pride. Everywhere you look, you see vineyards. The climate here is ideal for growing grapes. Long, sunny summers and mild winters create perfect conditions. Moldovans don't just make wine, they celebrate it. Every family seems to have its own small plot of land, its own secret recipe. Exploring the wine routes of Moldova is an absolute delight. You can travel from large, state-of-the-art wineries to small, family-run cellars. Each one has its own story to tell. You will meet passionate winemakers whose eyes light up when they talk about their craft. In Moldova, wine is a symbol of life, of abundance, and of connection. It brings people together. To understand Moldova, you must first understand its wine. It is the key that unlocks the heart and soul of this beautiful, generous country. Imagine a city hidden deep beneath the earth, a city not of people, but of wine. This is Craiova. Just a short drive from the capital, Chisinau, lies a vast network of underground tunnels. These tunnels were once a limestone mine. Today they are home to one of the world's most impressive wine cellars. The total length of these streets is over 120 kilometers. It is so vast that you have to drive through it in a small electric car. The air is filled with the gentle, earthy scent of oak barrels and aging wine. The tunnels have street names, all named after different wines. The walls are lined with countless niches, each holding thousands of bottles of wine. The collection holds over 1 million bottles of rare and precious wine. Some of these bottles are incredibly old, dating back to the early 20th century. A visit to Craiova always ends with a tasting. You are led into grand, beautifully decorated tasting halls, also underground. Here you can sample the best of Craiova's sparkling and still wines, a magical subterranean kingdom where wine is king. If you thought Craiova was impressive, prepare to be amazed all over again. Not far away lies another underground wine city, Milosti. This place holds an official Guinness World Record. It has the largest wine collection in the entire world. The cellars here are even more extensive than Craiova's. They stretch for an astonishing 200 kilometers beneath the ground. Driving through the dusty limestone tunnels of Milosti feels like a real adventure. The collection here is known as the Golden Collection. It contains nearly 2 million bottles. Each bottle is carefully cataloged and stored in special stone alcoves. The atmosphere in Milosti is one of reverence and time. Of course, a tour of this record-breaking cellar must end with a tasting. You are led to a tasting room that feels like a secret hideaway. Here you can sample wines that have been aged to perfection in the cellars below. Milosti is more than a winery. It is a monument to Moldova's enduring love affair with the grape. Let us leave the cool darkness of the wine cellars for a while. Let us step into the brilliant sunshine at a place called Orheiul Vecii. This is, without a doubt, one of the most breathtaking landscapes in all of Moldova. A dramatic limestone gorge has been carved by the winding Rout River. The river loops around a high, rocky ridge, creating a stunning, natural amphitheater. This ridge has been inhabited for thousands of years. The most famous site is the Cave Monastery. It was carved directly into the sheer cliff face by Orthodox monks in the 13th century. To reach it, you must walk through a small tunnel. When you emerge onto a narrow ledge, the view is simply spectacular. Inside the tiny monastery, it is cool and silent. A single monk still lives here, tending to the small chapel. You can spend hours exploring the entire archaeological complex. As the sun begins to set, it casts a golden glow over the entire valley. Orhei is the historical heart of Moldova, a place that captures the enduring spirit of the land. To truly understand Moldova, you must venture into its villages. This is where the true heart of the country beats. Life here moves at a gentle, unhurried pace, dictated by the seasons and the land. The villages are collections of charming, colorful houses. Each one is surrounded by a neat garden filled with flowers, vegetables, and fruit trees. You will see geese waddling down the lanes and horse-drawn carts trotting alongside the occasional car. It feels like stepping back in time. The center of village life is often the well. These are not just simple holes in the ground. They are often beautiful structures, with ornate carved wooden or metal roofs. The people you meet in the villages are wonderfully warm and hospitable. Do not be surprised if you are invited into someone's home for a meal. This is the famous Moldovan hospitality in action. You will be seated at the best table in the Casa Mare, or big room. Life in the villages is simple, but it is rich in other ways. It is rich in community, in family, and in tradition. Spending time in a Moldovan village is a chance to disconnect from our own busy lives. It is an experience that will stay with you long after you have left. Our journey now takes us north to the town of Soroka. It sits on the high banks of the Dniester River, which forms the border with Ukraine. Soroka is a fascinating place with a unique character. It is often called the Roma capital of Moldova. The Roma community here is very visible and has shaped the town's identity. On a hill overlooking the river, there is a neighborhood filled with the most amazing houses. These Roma mansions are a spectacle to behold. They are grand, flamboyant, and utterly unique. Down by the river stands another of Soroka's treasures, its fortress. This is one of the best preserved medieval fortresses in Moldova. It is a perfect circle, with 5 round towers. It was built in the 15th century by Stephen the Great, Moldova's national hero. Visiting the fortress is a chance to connect with the country's heroic past. Soroka offers a unique blend of the fantastical and the historical, making it a truly unforgettable stop on any Moldovan adventure. You cannot truly know a country until you have tasted its food. And oh, the food in Moldova is an absolute joy. It is hearty, soulful, and delicious. It is a cuisine that has been influenced by its neighbors, Romania, Ukraine, Russia, and even Turkey. But it has its own distinct character. The national dish, the one you simply must try, is mamaliga. This is a creamy polenta, or cornmeal porridge. It is often served with bronza, a salty sheep's cheese, and smantana, which is sour cream. Another absolute classic is the placinta. These are savory or sweet pastries, often filled with cheese, potatoes, cabbage, or cherries. Soups are also a very important part of a Moldovan meal. The most famous is zayama, a light chicken noodle soup. The food is always accompanied by fresh salads, pickled vegetables, and wonderful crusty bread. A meal in Moldova is a feast for the senses, a true celebration of the harvest. To sit down to a traditional Moldovan meal is to experience the country's generosity and warmth firsthand. So, pull up a chair, raise a glass, and say, "No rock," which means cheers. As our journey through Moldova comes to an end, what stays with you is a feeling of peace. It is the memory of golden light on rolling vineyards. It is the sound of a horse-drawn cart on a quiet village lane. Moldova is not a country of grand, dramatic gestures. It is a country of small, beautiful moments. It works its way into your heart slowly and gently. It asks you to slow down, to breathe, and to simply be present. This is a land that invites you to wander, to take the small, unpaved road just to see where it leads. In Moldova, the journey itself truly is the destination. It is in these unscripted moments that you will find the true essence of the country. I encourage you to seek out this hidden corner of Europe. Come and discover its underground wine cities, its ancient monasteries, and its tranquil villages. Moldova offers a travel experience that is becoming increasingly rare in our world. It is authentic, it is personal, and it is deeply moving. So listen for that whisper on the wind. It may just be calling your name.